So, hello, hey, you guys. This is Everbee, Spooky Girl, and I wanted to just add this is a short one with just a couple of photos, but I wanted to add a little bit of commentary to this one, if you guys don't mind. So, for all of you guys that's wondering what's this all about and everything, so I have a YouTube channel with over 600 videos, images, and this kind of started with me when I was little. So I ain't gonna hold y'all too long, but I've always been able to see like spirit and stuff. And I saw my first UFO when I was like maybe 6 or 7 years old. Yeah, out my bedroom window at night. So this I have been experiencing this stuff since childhood. Now, I wanted to share with you guys that I'm not harmed by it. All the experiences are pleasant. They're not aggressive and not harmful to me. And I do know God and believe in God and all that. I was taught about God when I was a little girl. So this has nothing to do with voodoo or the occult. What a lot of religious people like to say. I'm not a religious person. I'm spiritual. So, you know, yeah, so just in case for some of you guys that probably was wondering, I had I had been dealing with this stuff since I was little. And I'm not afraid of it or nothing. I'm just kind of used to it. But the cameras that you see, like some stuff I did with my cell phone, and that'll have color, but most of the stuff is done with my surveillance cameras. They are not Ring doorbell cameras. They are actual surveillance cameras. And one is mounted up on my porch and one is mounted up over my back door. And it's because there's an alley that runs behind my backyard. It's an alley. And sometimes I park back there. So I have a camera on the back. And then the one on the front porch, sometime I'm going to put some of my porch videos with orbs. So the camera on the front porch was for like my packages when I'm not home. And I could watch them, from the app from work. So just so you guys know, I didn't put the cameras up to actually see this stuff, even though I had been dealing with this stuff since a small child. I was always seeing orbs and things like that. I did not put my cameras up, the back one and the front porch, to see this stuff, but it's not really unusual to me. You know what I'm saying? But the cameras were put up, like I said, for security. The only way that I can explain it, and I know a lot of people are not into this, so you won't understand what I'm saying, is it's maybe like an ability that some of us have or all of us have, and it's not activated on everyone at the same time. So that's what I think about it. Either we all have it and it's activated at different times in our life by different things, or either just some of us have the ability. I'm not sure. But what I think is it goes by frequency, vibration. And so they kind of know, I know how this sounds to some people, and I'm not upset about that, because if it's not happening to you, then you don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? You just don't get it. So I get it, but they identify people with the abilities by our vibrations and our frequency. So that's how they know. And then I guess it's their way of trying to interact and communicate with us, and they do it with people that have certain frequencies and vibrations. So I'm very spiritual, and I awakened like a long time ago. So, and I guess they are interacting with that. So it's something about energy, frequency, vibration. It's if you have the right frequency or vibration or something, then they'll, and you don't even have to be religious or none of that. It ain't got nothing to do with that. But It's just something about your frequency and your vibration. And, if anybody knows anything about that, because I meditate and stuff. So it's an energy thing. Then that's when they'll come around you and you'll see them. And you'll start seeing them in your space and stuff. So they are attracted to certain frequencies. Yeah. And so that's how they know who can see them. And so they try to communicate and interact. Like I've got little clips and videos of what look like, musical notes, shapes flying through the yard. And I didn't say that. Somebody else saw them once I posted them, and somebody commented that. And I didn't think about it till they commented under my pictures that some of them look like musical notes or sound waves or something. Some of them are shaped like that. And somebody had commented that. So that might be their way of communicating. I know how this looks. I know. But I'm just trying to explain it for some of y'all that's wondering. I'm not standing outside with an old black and white camera like somebody commented. This is a fairly new, up-to-date cameras I got from Amazon. And they go by heat and motion. And that's why the color is like that. So, yeah. And that's all I wanted to say. Just in case people is wondering, it's a paranormal page. So, I put a lot of paranormal stuff on it. But I have a lot of stuff like orbs and everything. I've got orbs with faces and a bunch of stuff. So, yeah, that's what I think. They go by vibration or frequency or something. I know a lot of people don't believe this. I've had people call my stuff dirt, dust, told me to clean my house. The things on the yard video is bugs. And, or it's the flutter of the camera, the shutter of the camera or something, the way the camera is catching the bug. No. The pictures are clear. My videos are clear. I do a lot of my videos with a zoom, slow motion, all of that, and they're clear. It's got nothing to do with the way a bug is flying or none of that. Those pictures are clear. And it is what it is, So people don't understand it. And so, they want to put in their, I guess what's okay for them mentally is it's bugs, because it ain't no way it could be anything else. And so if you don't have this ability or you haven't been exposed to this type of stuff, you're going to shut it out. You know what I'm saying? You're going to make some excuse for it. Now, I've got thousands of videos on my YouTube channel and images and stuff, because just the images, I like to add a clip to all my images, so that people can actually see where the picture came from. Because people can fake stuff nowadays. I'm an older lady in Ohio. I'm not faking anything. My stuff is not fake. Stuff is all real. And, I laugh sometimes when people comment like little silly stuff, oh, it's fake, it's bugs, that somebody hiding behind the sheet and doing it and stuff like that. Like this, it's funny to me because, you'll hear, some people go all their life, you know what I'm saying, just to see one UFO or one entity or one spiritual being or something like that. Like some people would give they right hand to see this stuff. And then when you show it to them, when you show it to them, because nobody debunks my videos. Nobody comes and, tries to challenge me because they're real. And, I'm saying some people go all their life wanting to see this stuff. And then I'm literally showing it to you. Like my YouTube channel got everything. I just put some stuff over here. But I'm showing it and people just, you know what I'm saying? They find excuses for it. It's bugs, it's dust. I got videos with me actually talking to the orbs. And like they don't show up until I ask them to. And you can tell, literally, if you watch the video, you can tell they responded to my voice. Like you can literally tell. And you just have people they want to dismiss it because it's hard for them to understand. Lastly, what I'm gonna say is it boggles my mind to think that we would be so arrogant to think that we are the only life. You get what I'm saying? Like, oh, you really think all those planets up there is empty? Ain't nothing up there? Now, I'm not saying it's a 12-foot tall green alien, but I'm saying, why would all those planets be empty? Why? And then they so far away from us. All that's for a reason. So that just, you know what I'm saying? Like, that just amazes me how, humans are that arrogant to think they would be the only, you could call the creator whatever you want to call the creator, God, Jehovah, different religions or different beliefs and faiths have different names for him, but we were created, we were designed. And whatever created us didn't just create us, it created other stuff too. But we're not able to see it or interact with it until we reach a certain level of awakening and spirituality. So this is why a lot of this stuff, it's some people, all people ain't religious that deal with this, but most people are. They are spiritual or religious or something like that deals with this because I think that you reach a certain level of awakening or spirituality, and then this stuff is shown to you. You have it's open to you now. So people that are closed minded and things like that, they don't deal with this and they don't see it. So it may be a gift. You could look at it like a gift. Once you raise your frequency, your consciousness and stuff, then it's sort of like a gift from the universe. And it just lets you see stuff that the stuff is always there. We just have to raise our consciousness. It's things that we need to do to be able to see it. And it's not here to harm us. It's there. And you have access to it. It's got something to do with your frequency. So I just wanted to share that little talk with y'all. Y'all might not like it, but I just wanted to share in case people was wondering. The cameras were not put there to see aliens, but I ain't mad. And yeah. So now we're gonna get into this video. That's no bug. No bug that we ever seen. Right? Y'all see the clock. Here's some stills of it. And I'm gonna go back. Now what bug we got look like that? Okay. So again, thank you guys for stopping by. Bye bye.